Good morning, welcome to today's vlog. My name is Natasha. I'm a first-time mom currently pregnant with my second, and today I'm recording a December morning routine. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but we woke up not too long ago and I just haven't had any water or anything yet, so I feel like I'm sounding a little raspy. Also, it's December, so also it's getting colder, the weather is shifting, so cheers. Cheers. So hopefully I'm not getting sick. We're really trying not to get sick this season because we've got a really busy season coming up ahead of us. Plus I'm quite pregnant, so we are expecting a newborn within the next couple of months. Cheers. And we've got a lot of work to do in preparation for that. Cheers. It's currently about 7:30. We got up today. We woke up around 6:30. We usually wake up anytime between 6:30 and 7. Sometimes we will linger in bed until around 7:30. But today we got ourselves up and out of bed around 7. At this point in the pregnancy and in this season of life, I am definitely just waking up when my toddler wakes up. And right now that happens to be between 6:30 and 7:30. So that's when I wake up. We linger in bed a little bit and then we get up, and then we just come downstairs almost right away, and I just give him a bottle of milk, and then so he's currently having some milk, and I'm going to get something started for him to eat. I may get something started for me to eat, and then after breakfast we'll probably head back upstairs and actually get ready for the day. My husband just left for work, so around the time that we get up, we get to see him for a few minutes, and then he heads out to work around 7:30. So I'm gonna get started on some breakfast. I am not a close the kitchen in the evening type of person. I just do not have energy at night, and so at some point this morning I will also have to address what is left over from yesterday, which is, honestly, it looks pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it sometimes gets. I do have an empty dishwasher to fill up, so that will make a huge difference. Once that's full, it should clear up a lot of counter space. And yeah, anyways, for right now, I'm gonna get started on some breakfast, and we'll see, maybe I'll eat with him, with my toddler, and then we'll head upstairs to get dressed. bed, we are dressed, and it's a bit after 9. We've just been here hanging out and playing. I'm having quite the energy crash at the moment, and I thought about making myself a coffee, but I figured it probably is better that I just rest because we have a long day ahead of us. My husband is working about 12 hours today. Here at the end of pregnancy, my toddler has become super clingy and cuddly, which I hear is very normal given the spike in oxytocin at this stage of pregnancy. So he has been all over me for, I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks now, and I don't expect that will be going away anytime soon. So I'm just soaking up all of the cuddles these days, and today in particular, I'm really just trying to rest. So I'm trying to feed us, I'm trying to rest. But usually what I would do at this point in the morning is I would play with him for a little bit, and then once he was content playing by himself, I'd probably head over to the kitchen and continue to tidy up. I did just finish loading the dishwasher while he was eating. So I had breakfast with him. When I was done, I just took a few minutes while he was finishing up to get that running, and that always helps kind of get the ball rolling when it comes to cleaning up the kitchen from the day before. And that's kind of where we're at. So on a normal morning, I would be back in the kitchen finishing up. But today, I'm just chilling for a bit. I'll probably head back over to the kitchen in a little bit to clean up once I've recovered a little bit of energy, and then I do think that I will make myself a coffee. I have been pushing back my coffees to just in like midday, early afternoon, but these past couple of days, I've just been very tired, kind of here in the morning. I don't know if that's just because I'm getting further along in the pregnancy. I haven't been sleeping too well because my son has been teething, and so he's been up frequently throughout the night. But it looks like he's coming out on the other side of that because the tooth has popped through, and he had a pretty good night's sleep last night. So I had a pretty good night's sleep last night, but I still feel very tired, which my husband keeps reminding me, like, you're very pregnant. You're going to be very tired. But in my mind, I seem to have these, like, regular expectations of myself that I should be able to do things and operate like I did prior to pregnancy. I just got him down for a nap. It's just after 10:30, and he is down for his first nap. He is still on a 2-nap schedule. Right now what he's doing is during the week he'll have 2 naps, and on the weekends he'll usually have 1 nap. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but that is typically what he does. I think it's because we usually have more going on the weekends, so that probably keeps him like very busy and excited. He also, especially lately, doesn't get to spend a lot of time with his dad because my husband is working a lot. He's working really long hours recently, and so our son doesn't get to see him during the week very much, and so I think he's also very excited to have lots of daddy time on the weekends, and so he doesn't want to miss out on that and tends to push that first nap and ends up taking just 1 long nap around midday on the weekends. But anyways, I was talking about supplements during pregnancy. So the first one that I'm taking is a prenatal. This is the prenatal that I'm taking currently. This is the one that I was taking. I started taking it during my first pregnancy. I have tried 2 other prenatals. I think I've tried 3 other prenatals. One of them is very similar to this one. The other two did make me feel sick, and they also didn't have the best ingredients. So this one has been working really well for me. I took it through my first pregnancy. I took it through postpartum while I was breastfeeding, and it's been great. And I just continue taking it, and I'm still taking it here in this pregnancy as well. Another supplement that I'm taking is an omega-3 it's this omega-3 that also has vitamin D in it. So especially because right now we're getting into winter, and even though we do live in a very sunny area, it's a very sunny city, but I don't get out much, especially here at the end of the pregnancy with the weather getting really cold. I'm not spending a lot of time outside at this point, and so having that extra vitamin D is really helpful. I think there is some in my prenatal as well. But yeah, so this is the omega-3 with vitamin D. I also take an iron supplement. So the one I have right now is this ferritin. So I take this brand of ferritin and of Iron Plus. So the Iron Plus is, it comes with B vitamins as well. And I alternate between iron and ferritin because my iron levels, according to my last test, were okay, but my ferritin levels are a little bit low. So ferritin apparently is the stored iron. So it's not of it's not of any major concern that my ferritin is low. It was low in my last pregnancy as well, but I do have iron deficiency and low iron during pregnancy that runs in my family. And if my iron does dip towards the end of this pregnancy, I am planning to have a home birth. And if my iron does dip towards the end of this pregnancy significantly, then I won't be able to have my home birth, and or it will be very risky to have the home birth. So that's why I take the iron supplement, I take the ferritin supplement, and I've just been alternating between those two for a while now. I also take this vitamin C. It's not the best vitamin C, but it tastes really good. That's why I like it. This is from Costco. And I take that vitamin C with the iron to help with absorption. I also have this mental calmness. This is L-theanine. This is L-theanine. This was recommended to me in my first pregnancy by the naturopath that I was seeing, and it kind of just helps to battle some of the like stress, anxiety, and mental fogginess that can happen during pregnancy. It really helps calm anxiety and worry if that's something that you're experiencing. L-theanine is just a non-essential amino acid, and I take this just as needed. If I'm feeling like my heart rate is going up, or like I'm feeling a little anxious or a little scatterbrained, I'll take one of these, and that kind of helps to just calm my mind and my body a little bit. Another thing that's really helpful for calming is a magnesium supplement. So I take this Natural Calm Magnesium. It's also from Costco. And this is just a powder that I mix into water. My husband and I both take that at night, actually, to help us like relax and unwind to get to sleep. And I find also that taking this at night or during the night, it actually helps me get back to sleep more easily. So if I'm waking up in the middle of the night to tend to my toddler, or even just to get up to go to the bathroom, it's usually really hard for me to get back to sleep. And so having this magnesium helps me to get back to sleep, which is so important for me right now and in general I've realized as a mom, like I don't have time to be just laying awake in bed. I have very limited opportunities to sleep now, and sleep is so important. So that's something I'm going to be prioritizing going into this next postpartum period. And just like right now, I'm trying my best, but it's a tricky season at the moment, and the magnesium is helping, the mental calmness is helping. Magnesium is also great for kind of keeping digestion moving, because constipation is a real problem during pregnancy, and it's definitely something that I had trouble with the first time around, and my midwives and the naturopath that I was seeing both recommended to take a magnesium supplement. They also recommended to take laxatives, but I haven't felt the need for a laxative, so I take the magnesium, and that is enough to like keep me regular. Just because the baby is getting so big and so heavy and taking up so much space, and just the hormones associated with pregnancy as well can slow digestion. So the magnesium helps a lot with that, and a lot with sleep and relaxation. But that's everything that I'm taking right now. Postpartum, I'm planning to incorporate a collagen protein as well, and I will be continuing to take everything except for the evening primrose oil. And that just is my regular regimen. The mental calmness is great for after the baby is born as well, because there can be a lot of stress and anxiety associated with postpartum. And so that was helpful the first time around, and I think it will be helpful again the second time around. And yeah, so that's all the supplements that I'm taking. I attribute a lot of my strength in the second pregnancy and energy in the second pregnancy to these supplements and to the lifestyle changes that I've made after having the first baby. The first pregnancy was really, really hard. I was so tired, so exhausted, had no appetite, and I didn't feel like I was in a tremendous amount of pain. I just felt so incredibly tired all the time. And like, I don't know, the first pregnancy felt so intense and so hard. But this time around, I actually needed a lot more energy because I have a toddler to run around behind, and I do have that energy that I need, and I feel so much stronger. So I think that has a lot to do with taking these supplements, because I did have my baby so close together. I did have my pregnancies so close together, and I was very much still in the postpartum period, very much still breastfeeding my first when I got pregnant this time around. And all of that is incredibly straining on the body and depleting. So the first pregnancy depleted me, the postpartum, the breastfeeding, and then getting pregnant again so soon after took a lot out of my body, and I've relied really heavily on these supplements and on a healthy diet and healthy lifestyle to keep me moving, and I feel good and I feel strong. So I think that has a lot to do with how I'm feeling, and I think it's benefited me a lot in this season of life. Anyways, I have a little bit more work to do in the kitchen. I'm not sure if I'll actually do that because I do want to take it easy and pace myself today, because my husband is going to be home really late, so I don't have any help, and my son isn't feeling great. I mean, I think his teeth are really bothering him. I hope that he feels better after this nap. I gave him some teething medication. He doesn't have very long naps. He is taking 2 naps, like I said, during the week. They're not very long naps, so I don't think I will have a whole ton of time. But perhaps what I think I'll do is just pick up the floor and give it a quick sweep, because there are certain things most things I can do while he's up, as long as he's content. But there are certain things that are much harder to do when he's up, and sweeping is one of them. also picking things up off the floor because he's just going to dump more stuff on the floor as I go. So I think I'll just pick things up, give the house a sweep, give us a little reset, a clean slate to start on, for him to come down and play after his nap. And if I get a chance, maybe I'll make myself a coffee because I feel like having a treat. And then I think I will get started. He'll probably be up by then, but I think at that point I'll get started on cooking. I usually don't get started on dinner until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but I know that my energy will dwindle throughout the day, and I know that I have a huge crash in the afternoon, and so I just want to make sure that we have food available and ready so that we're not just eating peanut butter toast for dinner. And so I'll get that started as early as I can and have that ready for us, so when I do have an energy crash, I can just lean into it and rest. But yeah, so for the morning, this is supposed to be a morning routine video, but it's looking a little bit chaotic. But you know what? Life is looking a little bit chaotic. Yeah, once he wakes up, we usually will have lunch, and we usually have an early lunch. I think today we definitely will have an early lunch because we had a pretty light breakfast. Like, just bagels and cream cheese is not enough to hold us both down. My son is super active and I'm very pregnant, and we need a lot of protein these days. So, like I said, I'm gonna do a little bit of a quick tidy up and pick up the floor, sweep it, and then I guess I'll prioritize lunch, figure out what we're gonna do there before I get started on dinner. We're just sitting down for lunch here. My son slept a little bit longer than I had expected. So I just got on the computer and did a couple of things that I needed to get done, or at least got started. And now that he's up, we're sitting down for lunch. We're having some leftover pasta salad. And now that we're having lunch, we're really moving into the afternoon at this point. So that is about it for our morning routine, our December morning routine at the moment. It's a little chaotic, to be honest. So I feel like this morning was quite typical, but I also feel like it wasn't. Yeah? I also feel like it wasn't very routine, to be honest, but it is what we do pretty much most days. Thank you. Do you want one of these? Uh-oh. It's a little mess. Just wipe it up. Thank you. This one too? That's okay. You enjoy your food. So yeah, I'll just put like what I think the video was a bit chaotic and disorganized, but I'll just put basically what I think the routine is by timestamps. It's very flexible and open. It's not too structured, which is just what we need from life right now. There was a time early in fall when we had all these sweet moments where my son and I were waking up so early and we were having like our warm drinks and a little cozy reading time on the couch, and that was so sweet. But just given the lack of sleep that we're both having throughout the night, it is not really feasible for us to be waking up early or for me to be waking up before him right now. So at the moment, we are prioritizing sleep and getting as much sleep as possible. We prioritize food and we try to eat nutritious, home-cooked whole foods and nourishing foods. And other than that, we are just moving, taking baby steps, moving forward. We're not in any rush for anything, although it is looming in my mind that baby is coming soon and we have quite a bit of nesting still to do. But I'm trying not to stress too much about that or to be too like rigid and worry about scheduling us a lot of things because we're so just because I don't want to really put any stress on us, especially during this holiday season. I just want us to enjoy each other's company, and I want to enjoy my family. I want us to be able to enjoy each other. So that is all for today's video. I apologize if it was too chaotic and disorganized, but I hope that it maybe made someone else feel like this was a little bit relatable. Maybe your life is a little bit chaotic and your morning routine doesn't look like waking up at 5 a.m. before the kids and having your quiet time or whatever it might be. Maybe you just wake up with your toddler. Maybe you're just really tired right now and you're just getting through the day. And that is what it looks like for me. So it is what it is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you join me for the rest of Vlogmas. I am trying to post a video every day. It will not always be a vlog, and it will not always be kind of like an everyday vlogging type of thing, but I am hoping to post every day. I hope that moving forward, it will be more holiday specific content. Because I'm really looking forward to getting into the holiday spirit and to building traditions with my small growing family. And we're really excited to decorate the tree this weekend when my husband is home. And I'm excited to just continue to decorate the rest of the house as slow as it has been going. It is going. And yeah, so I hope you join me for the rest of Vlogmas. Thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.